That's ridiculous, I know, but that's... Welcome back to SB Nation's 2012 NFL Draft coverage. The NFC West decided to get a little crazy on day one as the first round is now complete. The Arizona Cardinals opened up the picks with Michael Floyd out of Notre Dame. The wide receiver came off a huge year this past year with 100+ receptions. And it really is a great pick for them. He fits their needs, he can play opposite Larry Fitzgerald, and he doesn't have to worry about developing into that #1 receiver with Fitzgerald signed to a long-term deal. As the Cardinals look ahead to day 2, I would suspect that they'll be looking for some offensive linemen to keep John Skelton and/or Kevin Cobb on their feet. The St. Louis Rams originally opened this draft with the 2nd pick, but have now moved down twice to 6 and then to 14, where they decided to select defensive tackle Michael BROOKERS. The move couldn't have worked out any better as they got a defensive lineman that will help shore up what was an incredibly weak rush defense in 2011. He'll join free agent acquisition Kendall Langford, both as an immediate presence in the rush defense and over the long term, he'll help the pass defense as this should open up things for Chris Long on the outside. As they look ahead to day 2, the Rams have 3 picks in the 2nd round, which means that they should be able to really fill some needs on the offensive side of the ball, particularly with several offensive linemen and skill position players dropping to the 2nd round. The Seattle Seahawks surprised a few of us with their pick. They went with West Virginia outside linebacker Bruce Irvin. It does fit a need, as they did need some help at linebacker and in the pass rush. Unfortunately, they could have had Irvin probably sometime on day 2, as far down as the 3rd round. It's a solid pick in terms of what he can bring to the table, but it's very much a boom or bust pick for them. As they look ahead to day 2, again, they're going to keep looking for some help on the defensive line, but they also could use some offensive line help as well. The 49ers wrapped up the day for the NFC West by selecting Illinois wide receiver A.J. Jenkins. Much like the Seahawks pick, Jenkins probably would have been there on day 2 if they had really wanted him. There's some word that there were teams that had him a little bit higher, but it still is a bit of a head-scratcher. At the same time, it does fill a need as the 49ers are looking long-term to improve their wide receiver position. So they're going to be able to take some time and develop him behind Randy Moss and Mario Manningham. Let's head over to the War Room and do some grades.
Booch.
Welcome.
Go to town.
All right, here we go. Michael Floyd, Arizona, fills the need for a 2nd receiver on an offense that needs that help, especially down the field. I'm not crazy about the quarterback position, so I'm still just going to go with a B+ for this move.
I like the Rams pick with BROOKERS. I think that was a bit of a surprise. You go from 2 to 14 and you end up with a defensive tackle. It's a little bit of it's sort of deflating, but He's really good. He fits Jeff Fisher's style well. He instantly upgrades the run defense.
What do you give him?
He's got a cool beard. He gets an A.
Nice.
You know, everyone's going to give Bruce Irvin a C, or the Seahawks are a C or C+ for this pick, but, you know, Pete Carroll loves speed. This guy's fast, 4.5 at the combine. I think he's going to surprise some people. I'm gonna project him as an A-.
Whoa.
I'm going to go. That's ridiculous, I know, but I think this guy can play, and if you need speed, you need sacks, go get the guy you want.
Finally.
Jenkins surprised everybody, but in the hour since the end of the draft, I've already sold myself on him.
Great.
In Trent Baalke, we trust, but at the same time, I'm going to go with a B- right now.
Jimmy. Come back here real quick. We need to subscribe. We need you to subscribe. We need you to comment down below, agree or disagree with the NFC West picks. Do that right away. Anyway, NFC West.
You think that's crazy, A-?